Alright guys, welcome back to another video, or welcome to the video, and if you've never seen it before, and yeah, so going through reading through the Bible one chapter at a time, the NIV version. At some point when I finally finish the NIV version, which is, according to the three-track reading program, which I'm basing these videos off of, it's going to be 3 years before I even get done with reading it. So, and I'm 20 now at the time of this recording. So, yeah, it's gonna be 23 before I'm gonna be 23 before I get done with this. I'm thinking about reading through the King James Bible at some point, but we'll see. I might not even be alive, long enough. But a lot can change, between now and then, and between now and even tomorrow. So, yeah. Anyway, we're doing Genesis chapter 18 today, and yeah, if I recall correctly, just by skimming this, we're getting into the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and stuff like that. So it's gonna be an interesting couple chapters. Let me see. Read a little further. Let me see. Yeah, so Sodom and Gomorrah is going to be going on from 1819. Yeah, 18 and 19. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly. And by skimming back, because I read these chapters and then I post it. Oh, and then I read them out loud because I want to read them alone, first, and then read them on camera. I don't want to go in blind on the first reading, because it's just for obvious reasons. All right. Anyway, Genesis chapter 18. Let's go. The Lord appeared to Abraham near the great trees of Mamre while he was sitting at the entrance to his tent in the heat of the day. Abraham looked up and saw 3 men standing nearby. When he saw them, he hurried from the entrance of his tent to meet them and bowed low to the ground. He said, "If I have found favor in your eyes, my Lord, do not pass your servant by. Let a little water be brought, and then you may all wash your feet and rest under this tree. Let me get you something to eat so you can be refreshed, and then go on your way, now that you have come to your servant." "Very well," they answered, "do as you say." So Abraham hurried into the tent to Sarah. "Quick," he said, "get 3 saws or seals, I don't know." There's a footnote here that says, let's see, get 3 seals. It said that the footnote says that is probably about 20 quarts or 22 liters. Alright. Not that I thought that was an interesting for context. Let's see, where was I at? Oh yeah. "A fine flour, and knead it and bake some bread." When he ran to the herd and selected a choice, then he ran to the herd and selected a choice tender calf and gave it to a servant who hurried to prepare it. He then brought some curds and milk and the calf that had been prepared and set these before them. While they ate, he stood near them under a tree. "Where is your wife Sarah?" they asked him. "There in the tent," he said. Then the Lord said, "I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah your wife will have a son." Now Sarah was listening at the entrance to the tent, which was behind him. Abraham and Sarah were already old and well advanced in years, and Sarah was past the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed to herself as she thought, "After I am worn out and my master is old, will I now have this pleasure?" Then the Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'Will I really have a child now that I am old? Is anything too hard for the Lord?' I will return to you at the appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son. Sarah was afraid, so she lied and said, I did not laugh. But he said, yes, you did laugh. Abraham pleads for Sodom. Well, sorry, that was the... Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if I should read the heading. Because from what I understand, in the regular, like, non-student... Because I have a student Bible. Like, where, like, it kind of... It's very helpful because it has headings and stuff like that. And, like in bold font that says, like, that breaks it up. And I think in the regular Bible, like, if you go to and just get a Holy Bible or whatever, I don't think it does that, as far as I know, but I don't know. So I don't know if I should be reading these headings just because, for copyright sake, because I don't want to get rid of, I don't want to, what's it called? I want them to be able to make profit off all their hard work and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So if you want to actually have the helpful stuff, then the extra stuff you should actually go buy it, or at least the more updated, the modern looking one, because this is one from back in, I think, latest copyright 1978 is listed in the book, but at the beginning. But anyway, shit on my hand. Anyway, but anyway, yeah, this is just called Abraham pleads. Already said it. So Abraham pleads for Sodom. And when the men got up to leave, they looked down toward Sodom, and Abraham walked along with them to see them on their way. Then the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do? Abraham will surely become a great and powerful nation, and all nations on earth will be blessed through him, for I have chosen him so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord will bring about for Abraham what he has promised him. Then the Lord said, the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great and their sin so grievous that I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know. The men turned away and went toward Sodom, but Abraham remained standing before the Lord. Then Abraham approached him and said, will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked? What if there are 50 righteous... I lost my place. What if there are 50 righteous people in the city? Will you really sweep it away and not spare the place for the sake of the 50 righteous people in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to kill the righteous with the wicked, treating the righteous and the wicked alike. For far be it from you. Will not the judges of all the earth do right? Will not the judge of all the earth do right? The Lord said, if I find 50 righteous people in the city of Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake. Then Abraham spoke up again, now that I have been so bold as to speak to the Lord, though I am nothing but dust and ashes, what if the number of the righteous is 5 less than 50? Will you destroy the whole city because of 5 people? If I find 45 there, he said, I will not destroy it. Once again he spoke to him, what if only 40 are found there? He said, for the sake of 40 I will not do it. Then he said, may the Lord not be angry, but let me speak. What if only 30 can be found there? He answered, I will not do it if I find 30 there. Abraham said, now that I have been so bold as to speak to the Lord, what if only 20 can be found there? He said, for the sake of 20 I will not destroy it. Then he said, may the Lord not be angry, but let me speak just once more. What if only 10 can be found there? He answered, for the sake of 10 I will not destroy it. When the Lord had finished speaking with Abraham, he left, and Abraham returned home. Alright. Yeah, so I find that quite comical, where the one where it was like, where he's going back and forth with God. He's like, oh, what about 20? Or what about 15? Or what about 10? And stuff like that. He and stuff like that. So, yeah, but anyway, that was Genesis 18. I'm tempted to just spoil it right now, because I've already read it. I read these. Well, I've already read all the way at the time of this recording, all the way up through 21, through Genesis 21. So, You know what? No, I'm not. 'Cause it's in the next chapter. Will Sodom and Gomorrah be destroyed? Who knows? Will Sarai actually have the kid? And stuff like that. What's gonna happen in Lot? What's gonna happen to Lot? You know, that was in. That's over. That's over. And if you remember correctly, you know, Lot went to when they went their own ways. Abraham and Lot, they went. Lot went. It says that Lot went to Sodom, the Sodom area, at least, and stuff like that, because they're like the fertile plains, I believe, and stuff. But yeah, what will happen to Lot? You know. And we'll see. You'll find out in the next episode. All right. As always, check out the playlist if you want to see the rest, all the rest of that I've covered. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one.